Good evening, everyone. If you don't know, you should know. My name is Rameez Khan, and I am a filmmaker and a film critic, and this is a TV review of Bill Burr's cartoon show F is for Family, Season 1.
I am putting you in charge of your sister today. You got that?
Yep.
Okay, if anything bad happens to her, I will come right home and I will put you through that fucking wall. Have a great day, princess.
God bless Bill Burr. He is the voice of men and manliness today. If you do not know who Bill Burr is, consider yourself lucky, not because he's bad, but because you are lucky enough to discover this man for the first time and listen to his hilarious rants and his hilarious stand-up material. Easily the best comic working today in the stand-up game, with Louis C.K. coming in a close second, but Bill Burr edges him out because of his incredible podcast that he has. Listen to the Monday Morning Podcast. The guy does it every week. I guarantee you will laugh your butt off. So if that didn't tell you that I'm a big fan of Mr. Bill Burr, I will. I am a big fan of Bill Burr, and I'm so happy that this guy got a TV show on Netflix. Like the material he uses in his stand-up routine, a lot of those themes carry over onto this show as well. It's about a man named Frank Murphy, voiced by Bill. It takes place in 1973. Frank is living and going through the monotony of everyday life. Dead-end job, rebellious kids, and so on. On the surface level, this show might seem like a knockoff of The Simpsons, but isn't every show, apart from Rick and Morty? We owe The Simpsons so much because they've taken like every character and they've done it. Every character you would associate with in real life, they've done it. The friendly bartender, the annoying neighbor, those characters still appear in F is for Family, but F is for Family is different from The Simpsons in this one way. It is a serialized version of a TV show. In The Simpsons, it's every week, it's a new adventure of The Simpsons. They go into these radical places every time. F is for Family takes one story and branches them out into more stories of more characters, and it continues building from that first story. Now, a lot of people might be turned off by the humor and the excessive swearing of this show, and it's completely understandable, but let me be honest, that's the point of this whole TV show. Well, one of the points, at least. It's about how simple life used to be back in those times, and how people weren't offended at every little thing. You heard that, people? There's a lot of people who love to smash and talk out against Bill Burr about his rants against women, and those themes are prevalent in this show as well, but this is a show for those people even more, as it has a great character in Frank's wife, who's voiced by one of my crushes, Laura Dern. She has her own monotony to live with being a housewife. And there's this great scene, I was watching this and my eyes widened. She does all the chores of her day, she's done with everything, she sits down on the dining table, she's having a drink, and boom, out of nowhere, she just bursts into tears. And I told myself, holy crap, this is some really mature stuff for a cartoon. Every character, from the kids to the grown-up, have believable problems, and thus it's really easy to get attached to all of these people. Now conversely, compared to The Simpsons, if you're a man, you're only attached to Homer. If you're a woman, you're only attached to Marge. I have no connection to Marge. I like Marge as a character, but I don't like her. I don't like Lisa Simpson. I don't connect with Bart. The only person I connect with is Homer. But in this show, I connect with everyone for some reason. It's weird. Again, since I compared it to The Simpsons, let me just say that this was a very smart move by Netflix to serialize this TV show. Bill Burr didn't want this to be serialized. He wanted to go the Simpsons route, an adventure every week. But Netflix, in their all-powerful wisdom, they told him, listen, trust us. And it paid off really well. And in this day and age, to make a serial out of a cartoon show is really commendable and pretty badass, if you ask me. Writing TV is really hard, people. It's a bunch of writers in a room for 20 or 24 weeks, and then they're working from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. or 5 p.m. Writing TV is tougher than writing movies, in my opinion. Again, there's a ton that happens in the show, but it's all related to Frank's family. He has a son flunking, another son who's a weakling, a spoilt daughter, and he cares only about himself, but complains about all of those things. He works at an airport, and his main struggle at his job is to make peace between the workers and the upper management. So nothing really of big consequence happens because it's the very first season of the show. Apart from the last episode, something big happens obviously in the last episode. And that's how it should be for the very first season. Do not overpower your audience by showing them massive storylines. Instead, overpower them with great characters. But I'm so glad for Bill Burr, man. This guy, worked hard, got where he wanted. He has an incredible podcast, which you should listen to every week. It's fantastic. He's doing another stand-up recording really soon. And now this. The guy deserves everything he's gotten. I love this show and I cannot wait for season 2. And you should check it out as well. Only 6 episodes. You can watch them all in a day. It's only 30 minutes long each episode. F is for Family gets a really good score of 4 out of 5. Thank you so much for watching, people. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to hit that free subscribe button. But until next time, remember to love yourselves.